In this video, I'm discussing what happens when a woman has done the deep, gritty, painful work of overcoming her codependency and walks out of it transformed.
This is the essence of femininity, healing emotion, bold energy, grace in my walk, truth in my voice, loving myself is my power, my
Hi there. I am the essence of femininity, your certified professional life and recovery coach for codependency recovery. And this is my YouTube channel. I'm Yellow Butterfly. Ladies, this one is for you today, especially those of you that have journeyed through the trenches of codependency, people pleasing, self-abandonment, self-sacrifice, and emotional exhaustion. Because here's the truth. No one tells you this, but once you truly recover from codependency, you will not emerge the same. The woman who once bent over backwards to keep peace, who ignored her intuition just to avoid abandonment, and the woman who took on everybody's problems like it was her God-given duty, she dies. And what rises in her place is someone rare, someone quiet, powerful, someone who is discerning and unapologetically independent. The Sigma woman, she's not loud, but her presence is unmistakable. She walks into a room and she shifts the energy without saying a word. Nah, she doesn't need validation or attention. She's not trying to be an alpha woman or beta, because she exists outside of all of that. She's not above anyone, but she's no longer beneath anyone either, if you get what I'm saying. With the Sigma woman has been through emotional war zones. She has lost herself for love. She performed for acceptance. She betrayed her own needs just to keep people from walking away, or just to keep people happy. But that version of her, it didn't survive recovery. And she rose with a new set of eyes. She rose with new eyes that see through all of the manipulation, the pity parties, the pity traps, guilt trips, fake love, all of the BS. She feels energy so deeply. She can feel it shift before anyone even says anything. Her mind, her body, her spirit, her soul is all in tune. It's all in alignment. She's a woman who chooses solitude over chaos, peace over people, and depth over surface. Now, let's talk about who she becomes and how the healing created her. Okay. For one, she sets boundaries, and she means it. She no longer explains her no. She doesn't negotiate with disrespect. She doesn't overgive anymore. She's emotionally sovereign. Her emotions, they're no longer up for manipulating. You can't do that to her anymore. And if she's sad, she's going to know how to self-soothe herself. If she's hurt, she's going to know how to grieve. She's going to feel it, and she's going to move forward. But she will not beg for closure or chase someone to be seen. That's just not her. Thirdly, she trusts herself over other people's opinions. When she used to seek outside approval, she would want the opinions of others. Now she honors her own voice. She validates herself. She no longer needs groupthink or applause to confirm her worth. Also, she commands the room just by simply being. People feel her before they see her. Sometimes her presence makes other people uncomfortable, not because she's doing anything wrong, but because they sense they can't control or predict her. She doesn't compete with anybody. She creates. Romantically, she's uninterested in power plays. She's not seeking a partner, to complete her. She's already a whole woman. And if she chooses a partner, it's from desire, not desperation. Also, she values intimacy. over attention. She keeps her circle small. She likes small, intimate circles. She likes sacred company and intentional people. She doesn't entertain chaos for company. She doesn't trauma bond with anybody any longer. She's done with that. She protects her peace like it's her paycheck. And if it disturbs her spirit, it gets dismissed. Her peace is a non-negotiable. She's not having any of that. Ladies, becoming a Sigma woman is not a choice. It is a consequence. And it's a good one. It's a good consequence of doing the deep healing work. It is what happens when you stop begging for scraps and you start feeding your own soul. And through codependency recovery, you will learn how to do that. You will learn that love isn't supposed to hurt. And silence is sometimes safer than just speaking to be heard. Sometimes you don't have to say anything, just say nothing. Not everyone deserves access to the Sigma woman's sacred energy. And I've said this so many times. The Sigma woman, her time, her space, her body is valuable. Whether or not anyone else's acknowledges it, she knows. And being misunderstood is a price she is willing to pay for being authentic. And above all, being alone doesn't mean you're unloved. It means you're finally in alignment with a love that isn't performative. It's rooted in truth. I want you to think about all of that I've said, because it makes a difference and it describes the Sigma woman perfectly. Let me paint the picture. In friendships, she doesn't cling. If people distance themselves, she lets them. She understands that a loss is a part of alignment. And in romantic relationships, she no longer overextends herself. If he's not emotionally available, she doesn't force it. She just observes it. She makes note of how she is and she detaches. She makes a quiet exit, gracefully, as I like to say. And in her career, she's not the loudest in the room, but her excellence speaks for her. She doesn't compete with her coworkers. She just masters her craft and makes strategic moves. People envy her calmness. They might misread her confidence as arrogance, but she stays unbothered. She came to execute, not to explain. She came to make money, not to make friends. Now, in public places, her presence is magnetic because she's mysterious. People stare. They try to figure her out. They wonder why she's so composed, so radiant, so unfazed. But she's not performing. She's just being. She's just being her authentic self. And that's what they're trying to figure out. Now, I want to invite you to go deeper with me. Sit with me a little bit longer. Because I want to tell you about something that I'm doing on August 7th, and it's for a group of women just like you. Now, on August 7th, 2025, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am having a free live webinar on healing from codependency and unlocking your Sigma energy. I've put the link in the description of this video, and I encourage you to register before August 5th. Here's why the registration is required. I read every single name that registers. It gives me insight into the kind of women showing up. And I take that knowledge and I design the message so that it speaks to your heart, not just your ears. This is not a sales funnel or any type of gimmick to get you to register or sign up for my coaching services. It's a free webinar. It's a real intimate experience. It's going to be filled with truth, healing, tools, and of course, a sisterhood. I want you to know that seating is limited because I want to honor the space and give everyone attention they deserve. So I have to do a limited amount of people for my capacity. I want us to connect for you to be heard, for you to be seen. And also, I want you to be able to walk away with something that nourishes your soul and not empty your wallet. Okay, so this again is free. This is for you, my butterflies. This is for that quiet woman becoming powerful. This is for the woman who now feels alone, but because she's not broken, but she's finally whole, if you get what I'm saying. So again, register for that. I invite you to schedule a one-on-one consultation with me through my website. Also, I'm going to say it again, register for the webinar. That registration is going to end on the 5th. The link is in the description, as I mentioned. And please subscribe, join my community, and let's work together to create the life you deserve, because freedom, it starts here. Bye for now.
This is the essence of femininity. Healing emotion, bold energy. Grace in my walk, truth in my voice. Loving myself is my power, my choice. Butterfly wings, I rise and I shine.